Hey, what's up, guys? Haggard Wilderness in the building. And Ashley now. Anyway, guess what? This isn't another ice fishing video, so congratulations. We're actually on our way up to the Yurt. We're doing a night at the Yurt, brought to you by BRORA, a free night at the Yurt. We're headed to Lily Lake. We're going to be renting a snowmobile to haul gear up, but we do have snowshoes and skis. It'll be me, Ashley, my brother, his girlfriend, and Jerry, that you might be able to see back there just having a ball. Anyway, it's a warmer day today, 23 degrees. It's been like -11 this last week, so this is actually a pretty warm day to go to the Yurt. Stay tuned, stick with us, we'll bring you along. We went and we picked up our snowmobile from my buddy Scott. He runs a business down here called Uinta Ventures, so definitely check him out. This is our rig. We got the sled here where we're going to put gear and probably Jerry and one of us on one of the several trips, and then snowmobile. I'm just doing a reconnaissance mission right now because you don't have to be out of the yurts until 2 o'clock. And it's earlier than that. It's like 11 right now. So I'm going up there to basically just see if anybody's in there, and if it's empty, we'll start running trips. Trip out. Okay. I was hoping I wasn't going to come. Hey guys. Still there? Yeah, but they're just leaving. Okay guys, we are going to make our first trip up there. Alright, anyway, we're trying to figure out the best way to get Jerry, and we're thinking that she'll go on the sled here between the bag, and then Ashley can stand on the back while I drive. Hopefully it works. What's up, guys? Cheers! We made it to the Yurt. Jerry did amazing in the sled. She basically acted like she was riding in the back of the truck. Snowmobile did really good. It's an oldie but a goodie. So anyway, I came up here on the first trip with just an empty sled to see if the Yurt was empty, and there was actually somebody here, I think 4 guys on snowmobiles, but they said that they were packing up the last of their stuff. Had a cool little conversation with them. They're from Salt Lake. This is their first Yurt trip, so they enjoyed it. There goes Ashley to get our second round of gear. It is 12:30. I'm gonna give you the full tour here real quick while she's doing the run on the gear. This is the bathroom at the Lily Lake Yurt, and this thing is like a palace compared to the one at East Fork. Talking to members of BRORA, or the board members of BRORA, one thing that they're trying to do with these facilities is make them handicap accessible, which, like that small green porta potty at the East Fork here, is obviously not. The palace, oh, look at that. Wow, that's just classy there. Anyway, we got toilet paper, and somebody did leave a candle. Pile, which you can see is plenty stocked. There's also a wood pile over there. BRORA has volunteer days that you can come up and help out. So if you guys use the yurts, or you're even interested in using the yurts, They have awesome volunteer days where you can come up to the yurts, help with maintenance, help with wood, cutting down trees, things like that. And they provide lunch and all that stuff. So BRORA also has events through the winter. If you check out their Facebook page, you'll see everything that they have posted. They have free ski days in Evanston, and then up here at the trails. They have a lot of cool stuff going on, so please check out BRORA Yurts on Facebook. They have an Instagram, they have a website. So here's the grill. This is a full ran propane grill. I believe that this got left on, so I'm going to turn it off. As far as a ball valve should work, if the handle is sideways from the pipe or the line, that means off, and then vertical with the line means that it's on. So I like to keep these ball valves all closed just in case the grill has a small leak, just like you shut off your propane tank on your grill when you're done using it. Okay, new lock on there. Welcome to the Lily Lake Yurt. One thing that I noticed right away is this this insulation pad here that they stapled up, which is kind of cool, but I don't know, it's nice to have light in here too, but that probably helps with the very frigid temperatures. Shovels, axes, fire extinguisher, which is very important. Trash can. This is an inline lantern hooked to the main gas supply. The stove is also hooked to the main fuel supply. So it's a good idea, same thing, to keep this ball valve turned off when you're not using the lantern and or the grill. Compared to the East Fork Yurt, this one has a lot more leftover plates, paper plates, dishes, cups, mugs, and then underneath, way more pots and pans and stuff like that than the East Fork. When you rent these yurts, they tell you basically don't expect anything to still be up here as far as dishes, cutlery, pots, pans, stuff like that. This is all great that it's here, but unfortunately they have to plan for people taking things. Hopefully people leave more than they take, but they don't want you to come up unprepared and then be stuck in a position where you can't make food or boil water, things like that. Obviously the wood stove you can plan on being here, but they pretty much tell you don't expect there to be gas fuel for cooking. Don't expect there to be any of this pots and pans. So plan accordingly. Stove here, they're all a little different depending on which yurt you're at. But still some embers in there. We might even be able to get that going in a little bit. And then you can see the last people that were just here did a good job, and they left a lot of kindling. That thing is packed full. The last people that stayed also did a good job of stacking this all the way up with good splits. The idea is that if somebody's skiing up here, they're in a circumstance where it's very windy, very cold, they maybe were unprepared as far as how they dressed. You want them to be able to come into the yurt and get warm fast. Okay, Clay from Clay on the Trail just did a video where he was at the East Fork Yurt and kind of did a tour of that. You can check out his channel, Clay on the Trail. And he was mentioning something about East Fork not having one of these heaters. And that's something that I noticed too. I believe there used to be one there, as far as I can remember. But there isn't one now. And then this one's still here. Now you can notice the sign. The wood stove is for the main heat source. The propane heater is supplied for minimal use, just to take the chill off. Basically when you're walking in here and you're cold from the ski or the snowmobile ride up. Please do not use this heater the whole time. It drains their propane supply, and then they can't come in here and refill the propane. You can't get a truck in here like that. So I think that might be the reason why the East Fork Yurt one was removed, but I could be wrong there. So I'm not sure, Clay, if you're watching, why the one in the East Fork Yurt isn't there anymore, if it ever was. But I know they had an issue with people leaving these things running the whole time and basically wasting all the propane for the whole winter for everybody that was staying. We got a lighter up here. There's some cool journals. These are super cool to read other people's experiences and stuff. Here's one here. Actually just says 2018 right on it. So, mirror, which is one of Ashley's favorite things about this yurt, is that there's a mirror. Here is a white gas lantern. This thing will work really good for hanging up on the line there and giving light down to the table. We usually always end up using that as well, just to light up in here. The white gas, if I'm not mistaken, is under there. Yep, and lots more toilet paper, wipes, things like that. Bunk beds, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, really, you could sleep 12 people in here, cozy. You know, we always kind of go by like, oh, you know, 5 people or 2 couples and a person or whatever. But you can also see underneath Ashley's marmot bag there is new pads. All these white pads are new pads. So that's another awesome props to BRORA for supplying the new pads. Anyway, guys, there's the tour. Sorry, I know that was an extensive tour. Like I said, I wanted to really kind of promote the yurt and give you a full in-depth analysis of what you can expect when you come up here, what not to expect, and whatnot. So I'm just going to wait for Ashley to come back, hopefully very soon, and then I'll probably get back with you here in a little bit, maybe when I start the fire and or when I head down to pick up Chago and Katie. Cheers. It looks like such a small amount of stuff on there. Getting some snacks out for lunch. This was a pretty cool thing that I just realized I forgot about. A couple of years ago, we came up here for a trip, and I brought these leather gloves from my work. And you can see on there, once we were leaving, I just left them for the yurt. Figured a good pair of leather gloves would be good to have, and there was none in here. And I actually wrote on there with a pen, hot gloves. So that way people knew that they were pure leather and you could get stuff in and out of the fire or whatever with them. And they're still here after, I'm thinking it was 2 years ago. But you can tell they've been used and they're still hanging out. So I'm just tickled by that. That's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna chop up some kindling just so we don't have to restock the kindling. And there's some embers still in the stove, so I'm just gonna try to get it going with just some fresh kindling and not have to use any of the newspaper or any of the other fuel that they have here. Never really super good at making a feather stick, but there we go. That's kind of what I'm looking for there. If I can get that to turn into a flame. There. See if that does the trick. I think it's gonna go. And then I'll just use my kindling pile that I made to get it really going, and then The kindling bucket over there stays untouched. Yep, it's in there. That should get it going for now. Okay, I'm headed down with the empty sled, empty snowmobile to go get the others. There'll be 2 trips, one with gear and Katie and the other with Chongo and gear. So yeah, you know how to work one of those, right?
I look at lantern, I feel like it's dark in here. And you take the lid off your Nalgene and the round thing fit right on it of my headlights.
Nice.
Real mess. We were the opposite.
I love that. Is that oil in like a shampoo bottle?
Yeah.
Well, it's like a travel bottle.
We have cheese too, so if we didn't have it, we have it.
Oh yeah.
This is glass. This is like the kind of thing your grandma would have had.
It is with the rubber little feet.
She left. The girl you just said was her dad is.
But you want it to start sweating a little bit there. You know, just a skosh.
But they're so skinny, it's like you want it to be rare in the middle still. Oh, dude, all that garlic in the pan, too.
I know.
So it's like, we go ice fishing, you know, a couple dozen times a winter. We're in the one in a... Did you look at it first?
My buddy Jim makes his coffee with one of those cone filters on top of his coffee cup like every single morning.
Did we use 2 gallons of water then yesterday, do you guys know? What is this?
There's another one up there. Up top bunk above your bed.
Oh.
Oh, a little bit of snow accumulating through the night. We had a rough time with the stove. It is smoky. I don't know if there's a clog in the stovepipe or really what the deal is, but very smoky in there. So that was a concern. I think I'll let BRORA know about it. There's probably just something that needs unclogged out of there maybe. Otherwise, a very good night. Making coffee, had our coffee, and getting ready to make breakfast. Nice day. It's warm.
No. It's just right.
You know what I mean? Unless you had a cushion. I don't know. Maybe not.
I love the smell. Pigs and all.
Right?
Go to the end.
I think so too. It's
I
not.
I think we might have a flange malfunction out there.
Yeah, there's definitely a flange issue.
Okay. flange and bracket.
You might have a bad bracket or...
Oh, dry bags they tried to make clear at first.
Yeah.
That vinyl was not working. Gotta buy the stuff that's adventure colors.
Like, they liked the idea that you could see in it, but the actual material they had to use was not functional.
Yeah, White Castle fries only come in one size. To like talk to people while they're waiting to get to like this screen where you normally take your order. Now I don't even lock my truck. Yeah, that part is the next politic part. I gotta get.
Really? I mean, good, but like you.
Well, I wasn't sure.
Straight up snowing inside. All right, we're all cleaned up in there. Just getting my skis out and ready. Not a professional cross-country skier by any means. Can't get this clipped in. Okay, that one was easy. Doesn't work if there's snow. All right, guys. Skis are on. We'll see how we do down the hill. Snowing pretty good, and the camera's getting wet, so I'm gonna just keep skiing my way down the road here. Chongo just went with Katie to bring one round of gear. He'll go back to get Ashley the second round of gear. Then he's going to come back for me after that. So. Okay. Whew. Skiing's hard, even downhill. My feet, I'm not a cross-country skier at all. Like, I just haven't ever really done it that much. A few times. So my feet really burn. Like, it reminds me of snowboarding for the first time of the season. The bottoms of your feet really burn. But, taking a break here, I'm going to try to see if I can't get my gloves to stay on these poles for a second. I'm going to try to get the backpack maybe up onto this post. I got gog fog going on right now, so I might have to switch to sunglasses. And I need some water. But as you can see, it's snowing pretty good. It's snowing a good clip, so okay. So that was Chongo, just went past, going to get Ashley in the second load, and then he'll come back to pick me up wherever I make it to. Alright, made it to the junction here with the where the ski trail starts. But I'm going to keep going down the road. Chongo hasn't come back by yet, so he still needs to go out and then come back and pick me up. So I'll make it a good ways farther down this road by the time he comes and gets me. I really would love to ski that way into the grooves even though the grooves would be a little bit covered with this fresh layer of powder here. But the skiing is actually really good. This snow is actually really good. It's sugary. So the skis are just gliding really nice on it. But anyway, just checking in. Dang! I know. Whee! Jerry, you're so pretty. The grooves from the ski on the trailer is making a nice groove for me. For the most part. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Yeah. That was the best I've done so far, going down a good hill like that. Oh, I think I need to find a place to hang my backpack up and get a drink of water. I'm going to go down this next hill for a minute and then I'm going to get a drink. Thought I heard a snowmobile, but yeah, look at my backpack. Okay, that last hill, man, I wish I had my camera on. I screamed down that hill. But I hear Chongo coming now, so I'm just going to go ahead and get my skis off and basically get ready to jump on there. Jerry! Alright guys, awesome trip. It's like a whiteout right now, so we're just driving nice and slow down the road. We got Jury inside, cozy. Skiing out was way fun, the snowmobile was good. Thanks for joining us, until next time, peace out.